Hello guys, and welcome to another unboxing video. This will not be a normal instructional that I'm used to doing. Just as before, this is an excited Chris unboxing video. So we've already got the Toxic City Mall one up on Board Game Geek. This is just giving you a look at Prison Outbreak. Now I don't have a lot of battery, so I'm going to be quite swift with this. But again, I'm going to try and show you some of the cards and so on and so forth. So just as before, these would have all come in little proper packaged boxes. They're really well packaged. Here we have the rules, and again, just as before, you've got those on Tinterwebs, so you can actually look at those now thanks to Guillotine Games website. Now, what I've done is they're obviously given loads of new equipment cards and spawn cards. And as usual for these new expansions, a ton of wounded cards. So what I've done is I've tried to I've played two games now with the new game. Oh, it's fun, guys! You're going to really enjoy it. So these are the wounded cards. Basically, in the Prison Outbreak, we have the equipment cards, and then in Toxic City Mall, I've basically put all of the spawn cards together, and that way I can just take Toxic City Mall and Prison Outbreak along, or I can take all three if I want the others. So anything which isn't green is from Prison Outbreak. So I'm just going to go through the cards. So you've got your normal activations. This is a Berserker card. Cut them down. Okay, then you've got 5 Berserker walkers, runners, 3 walkers. Oh, the Berserker Abomination. He's a bastard. Excuse my language. Yeah, this happened last time we played. They've not been well shuffled. 2 Abominations in one turn is not a good game. Oh, it's fun. You've got the standard sewer activation tiles and so on and so forth. I am really loving the way this game is changing. Now, I said I'm just going to pop that one, the Abomination, split those up. That's a bit lame, I know, but whatever. I'm really loving the tactical element that this game brings. I think it adds a lot more to the game than I first thought. So it's really, really good. It feels like you are playing a more evolved version of Zombicide, but still nice. These are the equipment cards. I'm going to go through all the equipment just as before, then I'll show you some of the minis, and obviously, again, I'm probably not going to go into a lot of detail on the minis because you can see better pictures. Pans are from Toxic City Mall, hatchets, glass bottles, plenty of ammo. So I'm just going to try and highlight the ones which are from this, because I've merged Toxic City Mall. Standard plenty of ammo, standard flashlight, canned food, zombie, cookies, I think that's Toxic City Mall, water, submachine gun, that's standard really. Just trying to show you. Gunblade, if you are thinking about buying this instead of the Zombicide original game, this is your Pimpmobile weapon. So you'll find weapons in the Pimpmobile. On the Hippiemobile, this is the Pimpmobile weapon for that. So it's not one you make, which is something which a few of us thought when we were first seeing the game. Flashlight, kukri. It's another dual wielder, 1 dice, 4+ 1 damage, so that's cool. Laser pointers we've seen, claw hammers. Claw hammers are the new crowbars. So you don't get crowbars in the game. One of the characters at the start will get a claw hammer. Sorry guys, minor blip there, my video died. So I was saying claw hammers, these are replacing crowbars. So you can see they can open doors. They kill zombies silently, so exactly the same as a crowbar. 3+ 5 damage, 5 hit and 1 damage. Dual wieldable as well, so they are a noticeable upgrade to the crowbar. Can't remember if these are in Toxic City Mall. I think they are. +1 damage with pistols. The Magnum, which is from Toxic City Mall, comes at 2 damage. So this is a Abomination killing. There are a lot of Abomination killing stuff actually. Even now, it's quite hard. So if they come out early, you are kind of hosed. Plenty of ammo seen. Sawn off seen. Rifle seen. Meat cleaver. This is a new one. Nothing hugely exciting. 3+ 2 damage. Kukri again, Zombie, gas masks, nail bat. So if you get the baseball bat and some nails, you get the nail bat. 2 dice, 3 plus 2 damage. It's not as exciting as I thought, if I'm honest. I'm really disappointed with the nail bat. Pistols, Molotov, spare change. I think again this is Toxic City Mall, but 2 damage with sawn off. Claw hammer. This is awesome. Wakizaki. Okay. So basically, it's you get loads of extra dice if you use it with a katana. So on its own, it's plus one dice 4 plus, and hits does 1 damage. With a katana, you gain 2 dice on the katana, I'm guessing. So that's kind of cool. Although I actually haven't had a katana come out. Automatic shotgun, 3 dice 4 plus 2 damage. Pretty tidy. Pistol, submachine gun, katana. So obviously that does 2 dice. So doubles your dice as the katana. Basically, it's a dual wielded katana, that Wakizaki. This one's a bloody brute. Okay, it's like a pimped out version of the chainsaw. Concrete saw, opens doors, kills zombies with a lot of noise. It's the Abomination killer. So there is an actual weapon that can kill abominations outside of the flamethrower and stuff like that. Chainsaw, meat cleaver, gas mask. Assault rifle, this one's new as well. 1 to 2 range, so you can't use it in your own zone. 3, 4 plus and 1 damage. Not dual wieldable though, so that's quite nice. I'm not sure if the hatchets are Toxic City Mall or not, but they're quite good. 1 dice, 3 plus 1 damage. Nice on Doug. I mean, Doug pulls this out last time we played, and it meant that he was pretty good. This is the new pan, the nightstick. Now, this is a lot more powerful than the pan. First of all, it kills on a 4 plus rather than a 6. I think that Toxic City Mall is quite a lot harder, so I actually don't know that that's as huge an advantage as it might first seem. This is really nice as well. If equipped, discard to prevent 1 wound inflicted to the wearer. So it ablates a wound. You do have to burn it, but you would burn a weapon anyway when you get wounded. So that's really nice for the people who get the pans. In a way, it's almost better now. I'm not sure if we went through the flamethrower. I think we did, but yeah, it's just like glass bottles. Riot shield, my other favourite thing. Nightstick and a riot shield mean you can absorb 3 wounds, which is mental. So if equipped, gain the tough skill, so the first wound is ignored, and then discard to prevent 1 wound inflicted to the wearer. So if you had this in the nightstick, the first wound is blocked because of tough, the second wound is takes away your nightstick, and the third wound takes away your riot shield. Shotgun, standard, Wakizaki, standard. Sorry about the focusing. I should probably put these on the floor, but the nails for the nail bat, they're not that common. I'm not a big nail bat fan. These are obviously the red ones from our Toxic City Mall view. Bag of rice, Sweet Sisters. There's a baseball bat, so you need that and the nails, which makes it quite hard. There's some more nails. Nightstick. Pars gun, that's the Toxic City Mall thing. And that is about it. Okay, and the pan is obviously from Toxic City Mall. So a decent range of weapons. It's not adding a huge amount, not quite as much as I'd like in a way. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's designed to be a standalone game, so you kind of do have to have the more boring weapons, I suppose. Else, we have the dice, as before. We did have, although I've stripped them out and popped them into Toxic City Mall, the little markers. Now, I've never used these markers. Never used these markers when they first came out. These ones, I'm not sure if we can pick it up. Not really. They are much better. Can you see the gap there? They're so much better than the original ones. Okay, so they're actually usable, and you can shift them, move them along without removing all of your cards placed on there. The dice are boring and normal. These are the characters. I'm just going to try and do it like that. Grindlock, he's pretty cool. And then Zombie Grindlock. It doesn't actually look that different. I can't remember this girl, but she's like a running lady. And an angry zombie running lady. And then some ex-con, not really great there, it's hard to pick up. And then the ex-con as a zombie. Quite hard to tell the difference in some cases. So they're alright. I like Grindlock, I'm not sure about the other two. The red girl just seems a bit like Amy, only like not quite as cool as Amy. These guys are really awesome though. So you've got Joshua. Joshua, I don't know if you're watching this, but fair play to you, mate, for being A, in Zombicide. I am envious of you. And B, a really good character. Okay, this is when he's found out he's run out of cornbread. Ah! No, his belly's burst with too much eating of it. Yeah, so zombie and regular. Really good survivor. And if anyone's watching this and isn't aware of the actual person, he's a very active member of the Zombicide community and just a really nice guy. I can't remember this girl's name, but she's pretty cool. She's actually better than you think. And then this guy, again, I just like him. He's like supposed to be a family man that's driven too far, so I quite like him. I like the colour of plastic. There is a slight mess up. I think the blue one here and the green one here have been reversed. So sort of in 100 years from now, when this becomes a huge collector's item, us first time buyers will have massive resale potential. Then we have the zombies. I really like these zombies. I think they're really good. I really like the model sculpts. They capture the shambling ones really well. So that's that one. You got some sort of punk-ass prison outbreak ones. They're not bad. Well, they're quite nice actually. You've got this guy here, another prisoner. And again, you've got a really good shambler. I mean, they really do capture that shambling feel. Sometimes I felt that was a bit lost in some of the earlier sculpts. Really, really fantastic. This bad boy comes out as well. I have had all 4 Abominations out last game. We did not win. It was fun though. So he's a nice alternative. I like the original actually a bit more as a model, but he's nice. You've got the next row, so you've got plenty of walkers and stuff. It is less than the original, there is no denying it. You've got 6 rather than 8 of each of the sort of specialists, but we as Kickstarter backers will get more. I don't think it would be that bad. I think if you got 1 extra pack, Walk of the Dead or something, that would be enough. So a fatty lady in a nightie, sort of shambling zombie, again really lovely model. Runners, I do not like this runner very much. So she's running. A few people have sort of pointed out that this leg support doesn't seem to be necessary. I don't know that I'm going to clip it just because I'm not very good with that sort of thing, but it's a bit annoying. The other runner I like a lot more. I don't know, I like the fact he's doing a Superman sort of thing. He's like super zombie. So as he's running, he's going to save the zombie horde from the evil living menace and taking off his secret identity of a runner. So that's the basic zombies. These are the berserkers. You'll notice I have a missing hole. I painted one of them, not brilliantly. The fatty is lovely. I just think all of these are really good. I really like this model. I think she's really cool. She's obviously got her boobs out just like all of the other ones, but not in an obscene way, I don't think, because they're covered by chitin. Again, you've got a nice mix. They're genuinely awesomely like prison guards and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. This guy's got a really good pose going on. So basically what you have here is you've got 4 runners there, and then 4 runners there, and then a few walkers, and then the fatties, and then of course you've got the Abomination. I haven't really talked about the different rules. So this Abomination, look at that claw, pretty banter. So he's pretty messed up. The Abomination, he is like a runner in movement but not in attacking, so he will move 2 spaces in a single activation. That's way more powerful than you could possibly realise. You'll also see as we go into the tiles that there are some oh look, there are my other thingies, I hadn't taken them out. There are some tiles with barbed wire, and the Abomination can open barbed wire tiles now. So there is a bit more to an Abomination than there was before. So Shannon, and then of course Zombie Shannon, and I'm not going to go through these because you can see them on the internet. I mean, he starts with a baseball bat. Meh, I'm not sure about that as a power. He gets shove. Shove is like, lets you push zombies out, so that's quite good, I suppose. She starts with Lucky. Kim is her name. Lucky's actually pretty good. It like gives you a free reroll all the time, so that's quite nice. Webbing I'm not so sure about. That roll 6 dice and you get +1 extra dice. Exploding dice, it's called. That's really good with lucky because it gives you quite a lot of extra attacks. And there she is as a zombie. Grindlock, Taunt. We're getting to the 2 good ones now. Joshua and Grindlock are basically the 2 best guys. So Taunt lets you pull zombies away from a space. It gives zombies an extra activation, but they must move towards you. Slippery as well. And he's very good. Grindlock is very, very good. Okay. Joshua, Lifesaver, lets you pull a guy out of a space filled with zombies, which I think is nice. Born Leader lets you give a guy a special action as well. So 2 really powerful ones. I'm not sure Joshua super strength as a zombie, so that's +1 to all melee weapons and regeneration at red. That's epic. He's, in my opinion, probably the best character in the game. Lifesaver is incredibly useful, and Born Leader is incredibly useful, and so is his zombie version. But then I do like a support character, and he very much is. Belle, the free runner, she's sort of like a little bit of an Amy, free move action, free melee action, ambidextrous. She's like a blend of Amy and Doug. I don't know. She's the least interesting, in my opinion, of the new ones. Gets a zombie link, which means that she activates with the zombies as well as a zombie. But I don't know. It's all right. I'm just not in love with her. This is a security gate, so you can move through the yellow spaces, and you will use switches to move this around. And there are 2 types. You've got one which is sort of like a corner space, and one which is a straight space. These are kind of cool. These are like, this is an observation tower. Zombies cannot climb the ladder, so you are immune to being killed in that space, but they can swarm around it and screw you up when you come down. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. It looks like that's a chainsaw sort of thing. I don't know, it's like a sort of a shop, a metalworking shop. You can pop this as a secret door, a secret room, or you can put it on top of things, so you can put it into a space like so. But that's essentially what it's there for. It's a secret room or a side room, or it can go off the edge of the map. I don't know, it's a nice little extra freebie mechanic. The tiles, again, I'm not going to spend ages on them. Again, I think they're very good. You've got sort of nice 2 double sides. Basically, for these spaces, they will spawn zombies. You're going to have gates along here. I'm not bothering to show you the tokens, but you're going to have gates along there. Cannot search in those rooms, which makes sense because you're not going to be given. You're not going to be giving your prisoners a chainsaw, because that would be bad prisoning all round. You can see there, I know we've got like the sort of security rooms. This is like an indoor corridor. I think they've struggled a bit to keep the sort of road mechanics very good, but they've done a bang up job on that front. I love the thickness of the walls here, and you've got the cell doors. I think they're quite cool. That's like the gate into the first building, and then you've got this sort of weird ass sort of barrier gate. Another one which is very similar to the first one we've seen, following up with another barrier gate with Hellfest on it. So yeah, basically that's the tiles. So a very worthy addition to anyone who likes Zombicide. This is the front door, pretty much. A very worthy addition to anyone who likes Zombicide. If you were looking to start, would you be better off getting this or Zombicide Season 1? It depends on what you're after. Personally, I would say this one. It gives you more mechanics to play with, but then there's a certain beauty in the simplicity of the original, which makes maybe you thinking it's quite easier to cope with. Like barbed wire, this is a new mechanic. Your zombies can't move through it, but they can see it. But then any abomination in this space would just surge through and forge a path for other abominations. So it's down to you. If you want ultimate simplicity, then I would suggest the base game. If you were looking for something a bit more exciting with perhaps a few more rules to keep it a bit more interesting, then I would consider using Season 2. All in all, a fantastic game. Struggling a bit on the colour scheme for my Berserkers. Purple did not go well. Now I need to de-paint one, and I'm rubbish at that. But hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I will do an instructional at some point in the future.